Trying to be great, baby. Trying to be great.
Good morning. I'm Coach Shields, head basketball coach here at Loranger High School. First and foremost, I'd like to thank all of the surrounding media outlets for coming in today. We're obviously here to celebrate the commitment of Mingo-Young. Maya's kind of been a staple here for the last 3 seasons here at Loranger. It's allowed us to be in the top 3, even moving up classifications and moving down classifications. We've been number 1, number 2, number 3 in the last 3 seasons, and she's kind of been at the forefront of that being able to happen. She was also touted as being one of the best guards in the state of Louisiana her 7th and 8th grade year, where she was at Bogalusa. Maya's averaged over 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals every season that she's been playing high school basketball. She has amassed over 2,500 points in her career thus far and still has a year left to go. Just some of her individual accolades. She's been named All-District the last 5 seasons. She's been District MVP twice. She was Tangipahoa Parish Tournament All-Tournament Team 3 times. First Team Louisiana Sports Writers Association All-State for all 3 seasons. She'll be the first to tell you her most proud accomplishment is what she was able to do with her team this year in winning the Class 3A LHSA State Championship and being named the LHSA March Madness All-Tournament Team. And this season she was also named Class 3A Most Outstanding Player. She's also a national AAU champion for Coach Eddie Fisher's Hurricanes. And currently she's rated 39th overall in the nation in the class of 2019 and ranked number 8 among all guards by Dan Olson, who is on ESPN Hoop Girls. She's also been selected recently by USA Basketball to attend the U17 USA Trials in Colorado Springs, which will be next month to represent the Stars and Stripes. Past her individual accolades, it's not been with the void of adversity, and she'll be the first to tell you that. The mark of a great player is their ability to overcome adverse situations, make the best of a bad situation. And Maya's kept growing and developing her game through season-ending injuries, 2 of which. 3 things that allowed her to do, and this is part of, I think, her growth and maturation process, is 1, it allowed her to look at film. It allowed her to develop her use in reading ball screens, which when she gets to the next level, it's inundated, and collegiately and at the WNBA level, it's inundated with ball screens, so that was imperative. It also allowed her to train her body, working out with J.J. McCleskey at Middle Edge Sports there in Goodby, and it allowed her to work on her skill set with Sean LaBeouf, training with him as well. The other thing that I don't think stats and film will show is just her competitive nature. I think she's one of the fiercest competitors that I've ever been around. Obviously, this is not the NBA, but when you talk about fierce competitors as far as our game goes, you talk about people like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, and obviously their skill set is, here. But the competitive nature of this kid is it's very parallel to that. I've seen her get matched up with, 5-star girls from Fort Myers, Destiny Henderson, who signed with South Carolina. I've seen her get matched up against Courtney Weaver, who's at Ursuline, who signed with Florida State, and just have never backed down from competition, has always succeeded, superseded expectations in those environments. And just as kind of to show you the competitive nature, the fact that, on a torn ACL in the 3rd round of the playoffs last year, she has 14 points against Salmon. So it's just unparalleled what she's been able to do. Aside from her great accomplishments, I think that the girls that are in this room, and it's been very important with her moving to Loranger, is, and you'll see some of the tweets that she posts online, is that I love my girls, I love my teammates. That's one thing that I think her teammates can say about her is she's a great teammate. She plays both sides of the ball, so she's not all sizzle, she's a lot of state too. She really took pride and put a premium on her defensive assignment every single game. She's a locker room clown, which obviously that helps. That helps the camaraderie on the floor. And more than anything, I really just think she's a flat-out winner. She wants to win, and she don't care who gets the credit. If you look at the state championship game, the moment that Lulu Hookfin was awarded MVP of the game, the first person to be jumping up and down and giddy about it was Jemiah, and excited for her teammates' success. So I think that's one of the focal points that people need to realize and understand about her. Is she's not just a great talent, she's a great competitor. She's got great work ethic, And without further ado, we're here to for Maya to make known her commitment. And this will actually be her official signing will be on her fall visit in November. So this is kind of taking place of that. So without further ado, Maya Mingo-Young.
Thanking God, because He put us in situations that we don't understand, but you just can never ask why. You got to keep going. I want to thank my teammates over there. Always keeping me sane, always making me laugh, and I just want to thank my family for being here. My auntie, my grandma, she raised me. That's why I really learned most of my game was in her yard. That's really how I taught myself how to play basketball was in my grandmother's yard. I just want to thank you for that, and I want to just thank my mom. All the sacrifices you made for me, and my brother Deuce. I just want to thank my dad, because I get most of my talent from him, some of it. And I just want to thank all the colleges, for recruiting me, even after my situation. I just want to thank all y'all for being here. With all that being said, I just want to announce that I will be committed to Mississippi State.
Chris Wagner here from Good Hair America. What bundles is that?
You talking about the bundles that I wore all season?
Yeah.
Well, I got them from Coco.
Where you go down there? Roll Tide, we still there.
Yeah.
Why should this Mississippi State?
When I first went down there, it was like, it's so country. Like, it's nothing down there. And then it's the school. And that's just Loranger. That's where I'm from the country. So, and then, that program is great. The fans are great. Those are the best fans in the nation. I just want to be a part of something like that. The coaching staff is great.
How much did just the success of Mississippi State, these past couple of years just kind of play into your decision?
I'm a competitor, so I want to win, and I want to win a national championship. So that's the place to go, because that's what I want. That's one of my goals.
Any which other schools were kind of close? Anybody else was?
Alabama, Tulane, Arkansas, Little Rock.
Gotcha.
From a basketball standpoint, was it anything about their style of play, or obviously you probably feel like you can fit into any style of play? What was it about on the basketball court that made you choose Mississippi State?
The tempo, and they play man defense, full court, and that's what we play here. We play that all during my years here, just man defense, really. So that played a big role into it.
I know Coach kind of talked about your injuries a little bit, but how much, what was it like, just kind of trying to get through that and deal with that for 2 years in a row?
It was hard. First time I was all right. The second time, I never really got back to myself. Even this season, I really wasn't myself. So, that's next season. I will be back to myself. I will be back to my style of play.
Right. And how much did that championship just kind of mean to you getting that this past season?
It was like finally, because you've been waiting a long time to say the state champ. It's not the one, so I'm just happy.
My coach talked about your reading ball screens and coming off ball screens. Are there any other improvements you're looking to make in your game to go to the next level?
Defense.
Maya, goals for next season?
Repeat, of course. Shout out to David.
Maya, who's your favorite NBA player, and is there any similarities that you see between you and your favorite NBA player?
My favorite basketball player is LeBron James. And I like the way he plays. He always attacking. He's always he's unselfish. That's why people always try to say he's not the GOAT because he basketball too much. But LeBron is the GOAT. Best player ever played the game. LeBron James.
Now some people gonna have a problem with that with Michael Jordan still out there. You feel all right with that?
My boy leads his team every category, and he got to hold the best play on the other team. Michael Jordan, I ain't never asked Michael to do that.
I know you watch a lot of basketball. That's and just a lot of sports in general. Like, where does your love of the game just kind of come from?
It just comes from, I was like, when I first started playing basketball, I was like, and like I fell in love with the game when I was little. So what I'm saying, that's where they come from.
I realized that Jemiah was a bit special on the basketball court, looked better than everybody else.
She started dribbling the ball about 2, and she would play. And then I was her first coach. She didn't tell y'all, but I was her first coach. She was about 4. And she could play the game, dribble, and she used to get mad because the other kids were traveling. This is not how you play the game. That's not fair. They just traveling and everything. I was like, oh my God, this little girl, she is definitely special. I could tell from about 2, she was special. But she could play all sports. Her first sport was actually soccer. That was her first sport. When she exceeded that, they had to move up for age group because she was scoring all the goals. Then she was a T-ball star. She'd get mad because they didn't take score, and she would get everybody out and change the rules. We just been dealing with this her whole life, where she was I guess on the next level, and the other kids was beneath her. They changed the rules. She was the first girl to actually be able to play baseball on a 7th and 8th grade level, because they usually go to softball. But they got the rules changed where she could be the first one to play baseball because every coach wanted her on their team. So she's just been a special kid ever since she was born. She's just blessed and fortunate that she had the experiences so she know how to compete on different levels, because she probably experienced everything. Being told that you can't do anything, and after her injuries, being told that, you'll never be able to play again. Just the different situations that we've been in, it's just going to make her that much special on the basketball court, from a personal standpoint. So I know that she will represent Mississippi State, she will represent Loranger and the state of Louisiana very well. She's a humble kid. She just stay humble and keep God first, and everything else will fall in line.
People who actually got to see you play from probably 11, 12 years on up. What in Jemiah's game is similar to yours, even though she may not have seen you play in high school?
She determined to get to the rack. She's not scared. She likes to play against the best. The best, you play against the best.
Where he's just recruiting a bunch of 5-star kids. He's looking for tough kids. He's looking for kids that embody what their mascot is, which is a bulldog. And that's on the court. That's exactly what she is. I think they pride themselves on defense. And it's a blue-collar brand, and I think she fits, as I told Johnny Harris when I first talked to her, I think she just fits that program perfectly and epitomizes what it is that they're looking for and what they want moving forward. So hopefully she's able to work on her body and do the things outside of the game to keep herself healthy in terms of flexibility, nutrition, strength, and growing. And I think this summer is going to be a huge summer for her, whether it be USA trials or whether it be actually training, just to get that explosion back for a jam-up senior year.